We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Check 24.
Now.
He's able to find Wallace. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm here all day. Check.
From the gun, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Look at me. Go.
2nd and 3. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Ready?
On first down, Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you.
Go. Bam.
SOS.
2nd and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Five.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, come on.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Bang, 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 bang.
Off the play fake. Lawrence completes it to Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Coleman now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the edge. Switch.
Go out.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Coleman on the draw. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Leo.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check.
Look, squeeze.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He finds Coleman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. We're scoreless after 1.
The outlaw.
Get in the weight room.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
You must be dreaming. Kill.
Here's Coleman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
You got 3 down. Jam.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
They'll start out on the ground, it's Saquon Barkley, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Look at me. Door.
Set.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Come this way. Here we go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check right, check right.
On 1st down, Coleman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
56. Bring it. Bring it.
Ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check, check, check. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and a yard.
Let's get it.
43-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's put that team on the
Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ready,
So a
ready.
solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Score.
Time up.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Come on,
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off play action. Lawrence. Now he's forced out left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch twist.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Smooth.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's got daylight past the 20 and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
names for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jones throwing again. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go, set, 8, read.
That's it. Hey, young D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Haywood.
56.
A final shot before break. Jones is going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 18, Gator.
Right there, 56. Better bring it.
Hey, Charlie.
Let me know right here.
Jones now operating from the gun. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Down. 60 or.
Exit, exit. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Yep.
Got one. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, foxtrot.
Let's go, Heavy.
Let's go.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 18-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
Hard.
Slam.
Fight.
This is Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go.
Switch gears.
You're out.
Slow. No.
Get it.
From the gun, Lawrence. This is caught. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the twist.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Look, squeeze.
The toss out to Barkley. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Check pass. Check pass.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Mike 96.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, plant.
Pass. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot, hot. Check. Crouch. Crouch. Crouch.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Ready, ready.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 18, Gator.
Hey, watch the slant.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Look at me. Go, go. Get it.
On first down, Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check me out. Check me out.
Hey, high 7. Shut up.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are back within a single score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Shoot.
Bravo.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence over the middle, complete. That's Wallace. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Ready, go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, exit.
Mike 56. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Back to throw. Lawrence. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Down to the 25. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Kill. Wide, get wide.
Ready.
They will run again with Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back to throw. Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Coleman. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
The quarterback keeps it.